spent here together at fireside. That's one of the things that he really enjoyed, along with, of course, his friends here, all his friends here, and dancing and biking and so on and so forth. So we went to work and started working on this pergola. Altogether, I added it up 2 nights ago. We put 100 hours into this. So it took some time to do it because she's working all day and Mark's working all day and I'm working all day. And afterwards we got to get out the tools again and start over. But I really want to thank Laura for the hours that she worked. She did a lot of cutting, a lot of sanding, and just helping me put this thing together. And I didn't have time to do all the painting on the white upstairs here, so Mark said, yes, I'll do it for you. So what? I said, it's going to take you more than a Saturday to do it, Mark. He said, no, I think I can do it in 3 or 4 hours. But anyway, he finished it on a Saturday. He did the second coat on this white paint on a Saturday, and I really want to thank him for it. So Laura and Mark, thank you so much for the hard work that you did here.
Wow, beautiful.
There's one more thing, one more man I want to thank here, and that's Joey Bello. Joey did the tree cutting here. I don't know what the actual term is for a slice of a tree like that, a pancake slice or whatever it is, but he did a really good job at it. I put it on the tailgate of my truck and I took it down to his house one night here about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I said, Joey, I said, can you put a cut on it so I can stand it up and put Peter's name on it? And he said, sure. So he said, where do you want it cut? So I said, right there, and I had a mark on it. And I said, I want it to lean a little bit, you know, so it's not right straight up and down, just a little bit back. He said, I got it. I said, yeah, but Joey, he said, I know, about 3 degrees. He fires up the chainsaw and bingo. I came back here and I set it on the plaque, and it just set back about 3 degrees. I stood back and looked at it and I said, Joey, you're all right. So Joey, I want to give him a big hand for this too. He did a great job with that. So the 4 of us worked really hard on it, and we just want to dedicate this today to Peter, our friend Peter. I loved him very much. He meant a lot to me, and I know that he meant a lot to each and every one of you. He had some very, very special friends. Laura was such a good friend with Peter. Carol, I don't have to say what kind of a friend he was with you. He was just a wonderful person to you, and you were wonderful to him. And I know how much he meant to you. And I know how much he meant to each and every single one of us. Nella, I see the smile on her face too. She's just a sweetheart, and they meant a lot to each other as well. Each and every one of us here remembers Peter, will always remember him. So we're dedicating this pergola to him today, and I just hope and pray that he's looking down from heaven, because I think that's where he is. I'm sure that's where he is. Just 2 things I want to make a promise to Peter. We are extremely good friends. He did a lot of work here with me on the porch over here, and the deck and the staircase and so on and so forth. And each time we've got a project here, he's always said, please call me up, I want to help. And he always did. But my 2 promises to you, Peter, are, number 1, you're one of the best friends I ever had, ever. And number 2, I will see you again. I love you, bro. Thank you. Anybody who wants to come up and say something about Peter, just come on up. I know he's got plenty of friends, and if you want to speak, do so, because you can't say anything bad about Peter.
You are, you're not human.
I'm going to try to hold this up together.
Snap it.
Right there, honey, right there, yeah?
Right on the mic itself.
Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And speak right into it.
Okay. I'm going to try to hold this all together, which is really hard. Here we go, but here we go.
You can do it. You got it.
As we gather here today to remember Peter, one of our best friends, I met Peter at Zachary's about 15 years ago, and he was a really shy guy. He comes on very, very shy, which he is, but once he gets to know you, watch out. And he read my number pretty fast. He's a man, he was a man of compassion, kindness, and being there for me and everybody else. I mean, there wasn't a minute that he hesitated to reach out and to help. I was hospitalized several years ago at Maine Med for a life-threatening situation. Peter came to see me every single day. That was 6 weeks at Maine Med in the hospital. I mean, how can you compare that to anything? I can't, and it's something I'll never, ever forget. He was always there for things I couldn't